Girl, get on in here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bell. If you didn't know, if this is your first time here, hey boo. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you for tuning back in. I love you down. As always, I just like to jump right into the video. When I was in my 20s, you know what I kept asking women that were older than me, women in their 30s and 40s and 50s, I kept asking them, when do you feel like you got it all figured out? When do you feel like, okay, this is it, like I'm good? Because I felt like in my 20s, my mind was just all over the place. I was starting all these businesses and then it wasn't working out and I was just doing things and I felt like I wasn't getting any real progress. You know, this constant rat race, I was just going in circles and I felt like I wasn't making any real progress. So I kept asking women in their 30s and 40s and 50s, how do you know when you figured it out? When will you figure it out? When will I have it figured out? Because mom is tired. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to do what God is telling me to do. I'm trying to start all these businesses, but it's not working out. So when will I have it figured out? And it was just frustrating me so bad that I couldn't figure it out. And they were telling me, like, you never really figure it out. You just do what you can with what you have and you just, you know, rock it out. You just go with the flow. And I was just like, baby, that don't sound too promising. Like, I need real solutions right now because I feel like I'm losing my mind, or I feel like I'm not making any real progress. Like, I'm getting older, but I feel like I'm not making any real progress. So none of this is making sense. And it was really frustrating me so bad. So y'all, I think I figured it out, you know. And if I didn't figure it out, then I feel like I have gotten closer to my answer and I have figured a lot of things out. For those of you who don't know, I just turned 30, so we are officially out of the Dub Club. And I don't know, it feels good. It feels really, really good. I really feel like I'm stepping into like being a grown woman. So that really makes me happy. I feel so much more mature. And we only 2 months into the new year and I already feel so amazing. So I kept asking these women, how do you know when you have figured it out? Like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? How do I know what path I'm supposed to take? Like, when do you feel like, damn, I got my life together? When will I ever feel like, damn, I finally got my life together? When will I feel like that? I kept asking them that. And they always giving me the same answers, just like, shoot, I don't know. Well, you never really figured it out. They kept saying that. And I'm like, what you mean you never really figured it out? Somebody better tell me something around here. Because I can't just be going through life like la-di-da-di-da-di. No, I need some real answers, some real solutions. Like, something is not working. Somebody better give me an answer. God, please send somebody to give me an answer. So I am here to give you your answer if you are navigating your 20s and you just like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? So the number one thing you should be doing in your 20s is planting seeds. You should be planting seeds. If you wanted to be a motivational speaker, what does that mean? You need to show up online every day. You need to get on YouTube. You need to start talking to people. You need to start talking to people more confidently. And I had to tell myself, how can you say you want to be this motivational speaker and you want to build this community of women and you're afraid to even speak to people in public? God told me, if you claim that you want to build this community of women and you want to stand on stage and you want to talk to these people and you see yourself doing those things, how can you be afraid to go into networking events and talk to business owners and shake hands and network? And you telling me you want to be in front of a stage? No, plant the seeds right now. Do the work right now. Put it into practice. Practice speaking to people. Practice going into these rooms and talking to people. Walk up to strangers and have conversations with people. Yes, you will get there. Never give up on your dreams. But you have to start somewhere. Where you at right now? What can I do with what I have right now? That's what you need to be asking yourself. What can I do with what I have right now? If you say that you want to start this mega clothing brand, or you want to start this shoe brand or this purse company, what are you doing right now to put it into practice? If you say you want to be this big designer, have the #1 luxury brand, are you going to fashion shows? Are you paying for mentorships? Are you doing what you're supposed to do right now at the level that you're at right now to get to where you want to be? Plant the seeds. It's not going to happen overnight. And even if your dream takes 5-10 years to happen, you need to start now. You need to start planting the seeds now. It's okay if it takes 5 or 10 years to happen. That's all right. But you know the best part? The best part is in becoming anyway. So the steps that it takes you to get there, that's the most beautiful part. We always thinking about the end goal in mind, but like, yeah, that's fun. That'll be amazing to see, and it's going to be amazing when it happens. But let's really, really, really enjoy the journey. Plant the seeds, okay? And I just seen this TikTok video, and she was talking about sometimes we try to plant a whole tree instead of trying to plant seeds. We want the finished product. We want the shiny object right in front of us. We want to walk around in that glory, you know, and have it all figured out and have our business, a multi-million-dollar business, and have it all established. But what about the process? What about the journey? So if you say you want the #1 sneaker brand, what should you be doing right now? You should be going to SneakerCon every year. If you say that you want to be the #1 hairstylist, you should be going to hair shows every single year. It's like you're building your own internal resume for yourself. Nobody else has to see it. They will see the fruit later on. So do the work right now. Go to all the places and be in all the rooms where your industry is. The industry that you want to be in, you need to be in all those spaces, all those places around those type of people so they can help make your dreams come true. God will bless you with opportunities and people, but you have to put yourself out there. You have to get in the room. So what does that mean? You need to be doing the work. And that brings me into my second point. In your 20s, you need to be solely working on self-improvement. I'm gonna say it again. In your 20s, you need to be solely working on self-improvement. That means becoming a more disciplined version of you, a more consistent version of you. You need to improve your work ethic. All the characteristics that you feel like you lack, you need to be working on. Because you know what I realized? All the business ideas that I had, they were all great business ideas. But it was things that I lacked. I lacked consistency and I lacked discipline. They were all $1 million ideas in my head. But I lack consistency. I lack discipline. I don't think there's a such thing as a bad idea. You either lack consistency, discipline, or work ethic. And if you need to pivot, then pivot. But the reason most of my ideas didn't work out is because I lack consistency. After 3 months of working on something and it didn't play out the way that I wanted it to, I was just like, okay, well, let me try this out, or let me try this out. No, fix what isn't working. Once you figure out what isn't working and then you implement new strategies, baby, you good. Everything is good. You just gotta tweak the things that's not working, just like you gotta tweak the things that's not working within yourself. Are you a disciplined person? Are you a consistent person? Do you have a strong work ethic? When it's time to get up in the morning, how many times do you hit that snooze button? Do you do what you say you're gonna do when you say you're gonna do it? Work on self-improvement. I feel like as I got later in my 20s, I stopped asking God for material things. I stopped asking God for the house and the car and the money. I just said, God, make me better. Make me more disciplined. Make me more consistent. Improve my work ethic, because those were the things that I lacked. None of my ideas were bad ideas. All of my ideas were great ideas. I just lacked those things. I lacked consistency. I lacked discipline. I lacked a strong work ethic. And once you work on those things, baby, anything that you pursue will take off. Everything that you pursue will take off. Just have an open mind. And if you need to pivot, then you got to pivot. And when I say pivot, that doesn't mean change your whole business model. It just means take out the things that isn't working and implement the things that, new strategies that will work. But I just had to work on myself. And once I worked on myself and fixed those things, I felt like I started to see real change and real growth. Work on self-improvement, okay? Girl, I promise you, you got it. Your ideas are amazing. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are everything great. You just need to be more consistent. You just need to be more disciplined. You just need to have a stronger work ethic. That's the only thing you're missing. So how do you practice discipline? Practice with the small things. When you say you're gonna wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, wake up at 6 a.m. every morning. That's how you practice discipline. If you say you're gonna go to the gym every day, I don't care if it's for 30 minutes or 2 hours. Go to the gym every single day. Do that for 30 to 60 days. Put discipline into practice and you will become a more disciplined person all the way around. Become a more consistent person. To become a more consistent person, you have to practice consistency. Right now, I'm currently in the midst of practicing consistency. I told myself for the month of February, I would post every single day, no matter what. And that's what I have done. Okay, we are on day 11 or 12 of February. And I've been posting every single day, 3 times a day. So I'm really, really proud of myself for that, okay? Because I know one of the things I do lack is consistency, and I'm working on that. But yes, girls, if you want to be more disciplined, practice being disciplined. If you want to be more consistent, practice being consistent. And it could be the smallest things. Like I said, waking up in the morning, going to bed on time, morning routine, nighttime routine, skincare, reading 30 minutes a day. Just practice it. Put it into practice. And overall, you will become a more disciplined person, a more consistent person. And your work ethic will get stronger. All the things that you lack will fall into place. But in your 20s, work on self-improvement. Am I the most disciplined version of myself? Ask yourself that. Am I the most consistent version? Do I have a strong work ethic? You know who work ethic I always think of? Beyonce's. I'm like, that girl be going hard, okay? But yeah, practice those things and you will see a shift in every avenue of your life, financially, career-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, every way, shape, form possible. All right? You got it, mama. Just keep going. And the last thing I want to say is, in your 20s, be bold. You should not be worried about anybody's opinions. In your 20s, be so bold and unapologetic. Why? Because you have the opportunity to make mistakes. You have the space and the time to make mistakes. If you have an idea, execute. You want to get on social media and you want to talk about something and you just want to pop out your phone and you want to, vlog or whatever you want to do it. Execute immediately. Be bold in your decisions. Nobody's opinions matter, okay? They're not going to think about this a year from now, let alone 10 years from now when you're 30. So in your 20s, be as bold as possible and be unapologetic about it. Go all in. Because guess what? Half the people that's even if you're in your early 20s, half the people that's in your life when you 22, 23, baby, they're not even going to make it to 30. So you don't even have to worry about their opinions. So be as bold as possible and be unapologetic about your shit. I said what I said and I did what I did and this is who I am. Tell people who you are. And I say it all the time. Reintroduce yourself to people if you have to. Be bold as fuck in your 20s. Because who's going to tell you that you're not who you is? Nobody. And I do not believe ideas don't work out. I think that if something doesn't work out, it wasn't supposed to work out at the time and you weren't ready for it. So you sit back and you ponder on it and say, why didn't this work? And I promise you, and guess what? It always comes back around. Life always has a way of, recircling back around. And even if it didn't work out in your 20s, I promise you it's going to come back around when you hit them 30s. Because you're going to be like, yeah, I did think about this when I was 23 and 24. It's going to come back around. So just whatever idea you have, just do it. Nothing is a failure. Everything is a lesson. And if you knew better, you would do better. If you knew how to run a multi-million-dollar business at 25, then you would do it already. But no, you have to learn. Everybody has to learn. It's all a part of the process. So never beat yourself up about it. Always be bold in your decisions. And yeah, girl, you got it. So in the midst of me steady asking everybody, when am I gonna figure it out? What should I be doing in my 20s? Like, what is this? I just feel like I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. What am I supposed to do? What the hell am I supposed to be doing? Like, I just feel like I don't have it all together. You're not supposed to have it all together in your 20s. Shoot, I don't even have it all together right now. You will always be figuring out something, but you have to be patient in the process. Be patient with yourself in the process. You won't ever fully have it figured out. And what is having it figured out? Just be happy with what you have now and know and be confident in your future and know that everything is going to work out. Be confident in who you are in this season, in this moment, at this age. And be confident that the person that I'm going to become, that the person that I am right now is amazing. And the person that I'm going to become, she's even more amazing. Be confident in who you're going to become and the things that you're going to do. I don't have to have it all figured out right now. I don't even want to have it all figured out right now because that takes the fun out of it. That's what makes life worth living. The process, the journey, the wins, the small wins, the big wins, the medium wins. That's what makes life worth living. So if I had it all figured out, then what's really my purpose of living? You don't want to have it all figured out, okay? I love y'all down. I really, really, really do hope this video was helpful. And if you are in your 20s and you are trying to navigate through life and you're like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? Remember, plant those seeds, work on self-improvement, and be bold in everything you do. Bold and both unapologetic. All right. I love y'all down. Make sure you hit that like, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about the video or something that you need to add if you are a girl in her 30s. And if you are in your 20s, let me know if this was helpful for you or if it's anything else you would like for me to talk about. But I really, really do hope this video was helpful because again, I was a girl in my 20s who didn't have a big sister or didn't have a mentor and I was just trying to figure things out. and I feel like I just really needed some guidance. So I really hope that I was able to help you in this video. Again, I love y'all down. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I will talk to y'all later.